Hello, I'm Angela Kinsey. I'm here to explain how to play Throw Avocado. The goal of the game is to earn the most points by the end of the game. You earn points by collecting sets of 3 matching cards. To set up the game, give about 15 cards to each player. It doesn't have to be exact. Anything close to 15 is fine. Each player keeps these cards as their personal draw pile on their right. Divide the remaining cards into 2 roughly equal community piles in the middle of the table. And finally, put the 2 avocados on the table along with the pile of avocado boo-boos. Make sure all players can reach at least 1 community pile and 1 avocado in the center of the table. Next, everyone draws the top 5 cards from their personal draw pile into their hand. To play the game, each player tries to earn points by collecting sets of 3 matching cards. To do this, you can discard any card you'd like from your hand face down into your discard pile and draw a new card from your personal draw pile. Remember, you can only have 5 cards in your hand at a time, so make sure to discard before you draw. When you get 3 matching cards in your hand, put the set face up in a stack in front of you. Any sets you collect will be worth points at the end of the game. Then draw back up to 5 cards from your personal draw pile and keep playing. Now, let's talk about your discard pile. Your discard pile is on your left and is actually the personal draw pile of the player to your left. So they'll be drawing any cards you discard, and all the cards are going to move around the table from player to player. Also, there are no turns. Everyone plays at the same time, so the cards are going to be moving around the table really quickly. Don't worry about the draw piles getting messy. Just try to collect sets of 3 of a kind as fast as you can. If you ever find that the player to your right is too slow and your personal draw pile is empty, you can draw from either of the community piles until there are cards in your personal draw pile again. Any set of 3 cards you collect are placed up in front of you and are worth points at the end of the game. Some of the cards you'll be collecting as you play have special powers. They have avocados and solid colored backgrounds. They are called battle cards. You can collect sets of 3 battle cards just like any other card, but when you place them face up in front of you, they trigger a battle. The first type of battle is a double brawl. If you collect 3 double brawl cards, shout, "Double brawl!" and place the 3 double brawl cards face up in front of you. In a double brawl, the players to your right and your left are in a double brawl. They must both try to grab an avocado and throw it at the other player. Grab and throw over and over until either player gets hit twice. That player then loses the brawl. The winner of the battle doesn't get anything, but the loser must take an avocado boo-boo from the middle of the table and put it in front of them. Avocado boo-boos are worth negative points, so don't be the loser. It's important to note that there are 2 colors of double brawl cards. They do exactly the same thing, but a matching set must be the same color. The next kind of battle is a freeze war. If you collect 3 freeze war cards, place them face up in front of you and shout, "Freeze war!" Now, everyone at the table, including you, is in a battle and should try to quickly grab an avocado and throw it at any other player. If a player gets hit with an avocado, they are out and have to stay frozen in place as a human shield until only 1 player is left standing. That player wins the battle and gets to pick any player at the table to take an avocado boo-boo. The last kind of battle is the legs duel. When you collect 3 of a kind, place the cards in front of you and shout, "Legs duel!" All other play stops, and you get to pick any 2 players to battle each other. Those 2 players each take an avocado and stand back to back. As they count, 3, 2, 1, avocado! They take a step away from each other with each number, and on avocado, they throw their avocados at each other through their legs. Each time a player in this battle throws, it must be through their legs. The first player to get hit by an avocado loses the duel. The player who loses takes an avocado boo-boo. During any battle, all players must put their cards down and wait for the battle to end. When a battle is over, return the avocados to the table, pick up your cards, and whoever triggered the battle counts 3, 2, 1, avocado! to resume play. Throw Avocado is played in 2 rounds. The first round is over when the last avocado boo-boo has been given to a player. When that happens, count up your points. Any set of 3 matching cards is worth 1 point. Any set of 3 matching battle cards is worth 2 points. Any avocado boo-boo is worth -1 point. Whoever has the most points wins the first round and puts the Fear Me badge in front of them. Collect all the cards, avocados, and avocado boo-boos, and reset the game. Round 2 is played exactly the same as round 1, except the player with the Fear Me badge is now a target because you don't want them to win twice. If the player with the Fear Me badge wins the second round, they win the whole game. If another player wins the second round, they must face the Fear Me badge winner in a final legs duel to determine the ultimate winner of the game. Okay, you're ready to start playing. Pick someone to count off. 3, 2, 1, avocado! And begin. If you have any questions about battles, what happens if you catch an avocado thrown at you, playing with 2 players, or ties, just check out the instructions that came with the game. Have fun!